You're listening to Daily Sip with Marcel, giving you morning moments of insight, laughter, and a little something to stir the soul.
Yeah. Welcome, and happy almost holiday season to all you beautiful sippers out there. Today is November 13th, 2025. It's Red Cup Day at Starbucks, so go out and get your red cups and indulge. Yes. And today we are going to filter the sludge out of the news and serve up the good stuff. Yeah. Now, I've got to be honest. Today is a day of mixed emotions for me. It's like watching your favorite slightly sticky but utterly harmless old recliner get hauled off to the dump. Because, my friends, the rumors are true. As of yesterday, the U.S. Mint stopped making new pennies. Yes, the mighty 1 cent coin. The backbone of every take a penny, leave a penny tray is no more. President Trump signed the death warrant, basically saying, this coin costs us 4 cents to make. I've heard of buy one, get one free, but this is make one, lose 3 free. It's a tragedy. A coin that has been with us since 1793. Yes, my friends, the first penny ever minted was in 1793. Now, let's pour out a little lukewarm coffee for this copper king. When the penny, the flowing hair large cent, first dropped on March 1st, 1793, it was a hefty thing, pure copper, about the size of a $50. You could actually buy a biscuit or a candle with it. Try that today. You'll get laughed out of the biscuit shop. And get this, my friends. The very first design had Lady Liberty on the front and a chain of 15 links on the back. People hated it. They said it looked like a symbol of slavery. So President George Washington, bless his no-nonsense heart, said, snip, snip, and they replaced the chain with a wreath. Quickest design change in numismatic history, I bet. For a while, they were big, they were heavy, pure copper. Then the mint got cheap, or should I say, cost-conscious, and shrunk it down, put a flying eagle on it, then the Indian head, and eventually the glorious Lincoln cent was minted in 1909. That was a big deal. First real person on a coin. It was a wheat penny back then. But the most hilarious chapter happened during World War II. They needed copper for ammo, so in 1943, they made them out of zinc-coated steel. This infamous steel cent, they rusted easily, and worse, they looked like dimes. Imagine the chaos at the corner store. Sorry, Marcel, that's not a dime. It's just a sad, rusty penny. Then, in 1982, they basically pulled the copper rug out from under it. Today's penny is 97.5% zinc with a thin copper jacket. It's the numismatic equivalent of a cheap suit. But hold on to your hats, my friends. We have a glorious counterbalance to this coppery gloom. The government shutdown is over. You know what that means. we can still party with the billions of pennies already in circulation. They are still legal tender. So, the official word is no new pennies, but the ones you've got are still good. So, we can celebrate the life of the penny by spending the life out of the ones we have. And speaking of celebrating, I need you to listen up. This is the most important bit of information you will get all day. Not the penny's demise and not the government reopening, but this. You have 42 days until Christmas. Yes, my friends, 42 days. I need you to share this information. Text your aunt, call your boss, shout it out of your window. We are in the final countdown, and I don't want any of you slackers scrambling on December 24th. Now, I want to tell you, this is the practical guide, and even though the penny is doomed, we should honor its memory by treating the remaining ones well. Here is my top 3 ways to save your pennies for a rainy day. Okay, I'm going to give you this. The Piggy Bank Challenge. Don't just toss them in a jar. Find a designated ceramic or metallic animal that will judge you if you dare to spend their contents. Okay, here's number 2. The Roundup Game. Whenever you pay with cash, any change that's a penny, nickel, or dime automatically goes into savings. You round up your effective price and save the difference. And the last tip, number 3, coin wrapping therapy. I love doing this. Buy some wrappers and dedicate an evening to rolling up your coins. It's surprisingly meditative. And suddenly, you don't have a junk drawer. You have a down payment for a really fancy coffee. Yeah, like what I have today. The ginger caramel brulee latte. Yeah. In the words of the great Professor Frank Holt, he said, coins reflect our politics, our religion, our art, and our sense of ourselves. The penny, in its long life, showed us our aspirations, our need for something cheap and accessible, and eventually its own undoing due to the rising costs of its own existence. My friends, this is what I want you to know, today and every day. Don't let yourself be made so cheap to produce that you're worth more to the world as scrap metal. Know your worth, keep your value, and for goodness sake, start your Christmas shopping today. Well, my friends, that's the end of today's show. Remember to treat your old pennies well. Thanks for spending part of your day with me. If today's sip gave you something to think about, smile about, or share, pass it on. Be sure to follow the show so we can keep sipping together. Until next time, I'm Marcel. Stay grounded, stay grateful, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for letting me be part of your day, and until next time, keep noticing what makes life taste a little better. And if you're loving this, don't just sip in silence. Follow us, hit the subscribe button, and pour this into someone else's cup. Share it, spread it. Let's wake the world up together, one daily sip at a time.